Hello everyone, in this video I would like to show you how to create a map out of some topographic data. In our case it is SRTM data. If you're curious where this data comes from, there's an article on digitalgeography.com how to get those data and how to visualize this data using quantum GIS. So how to get started with that? So first of all we need the map composer. So go into File, New Print Composer, or the Print Composer. There's a new window going on, and as you can see it is blank and you have a small set of tools. The Print Composer or the Map Composer is very limited. I have to say that in advance, you will see it later on. Then you have something like a command history, the tab for composition, so what is the whole working area about, and some item properties. As there are no items at the moment, there are no properties, of course. So we will have a size of A4 like this, and the orientation, I will change that to be in portrait, and print as raster. This will be fine. Snap to grid will be fine at the moment as well, because we don't use a grid, or we don't need a grid. Well, maybe it's useful for later on. So we will have snap to grid, and we will use a spacing something like 1 or 2. Yeah. Okay, and let's say 4. And now, how to get the data into the map at the first try. There's this button here which says add a new map. We will do that right out of the project. Add map, like this. Here we are. So this is the data coming from the other map. So if you would see it here, this is the same data. Okay, let's go back to our Quantum GIS. So this is now the map itself. You can have a look in the item properties. Especially the scale will be important. As you can see, you have this move item content, which will which makes you pause, or which allows you to pan the map, but you cannot zoom in or zoom out with that tool. So therefore you have the scale here. Change this maybe to 150,000. Oh, that was a little bit too detailed. So this will be an area we would like to, or I would like to map at the moment. And there are some tabs here for the extent, for the grid, and of course we would like to show a grid because the user needs to be aware where he's looking at. And we will set the grid to be or to have a spacing of 50,000 meters. And I don't like the solid style, so I'll change this to cross, and not to be so visible, I will make this a little bit gray. Just press an OK. There we are. There are these tiny crosses. You can hardly see them. And the annotation should be outside the frame. That's good. There's the annotation. So we have a list of coordinates here. And as you can see, there's 500 or 520 kilometers from the next western. Oh no, this is 52,000. No, this is 5,200 kilometers from the equator. So these are units we don't need. So we don't need that time, this precision. And we will set the distance from the map frame a little bit heavier, so it's not so dense to the map itself. So now we have the coordinates, we have the crosses, we have the data inside. What is still needed? Of course, a label or a title in this case. So we'll add a title here. That's now the frame Quantum GIS. You can adjust the text in this frame using this here. So I will give it a title: Eastern Qinghai Mountain Range and Central Mongolia. Okay, here we go. Qinghai should be with uppercase letter. And as you can see, it's very small as a title, so change the font to be a little bit bigger, and I'll just stick to bold. Okay, here we are. Adjust the title here so it is directly above our map. Change the map to be shown here to the right as well. Title will be a little bit left and right. Okay, so there's a title, we have the map here at the moment, and this is it for the moment. I will change to a second video and show you how to add a label, the scale bar, and some text elements which will describe the map itself. Thank you very much for watching, take care and goodbye.